On the word, what in the world, part 2.
Part 2. So we stopped at ew gross. We ended it with ew gross, and we're now on to the human body. Are you ready for this, Apollo?
Yeah.
What do you think we're going to learn about the human body? What's that thing called?
A heart.
That is a heart, yeah. You recognize a heart? An actual organ that's a heart.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy has a beating heart in his thumb. Weird. Well, let's see what Guy Raz and Mindy have to say about the human body. Did you know, Apollo, humans are the only animals with chins?
I knew that.
What? Look. Wait a minute. That dog has a chin. Reggie? He drew a chin on that dog. Well, I don't know if that's true, but the book supposedly was fact-checked. And, I don't know, an ape doesn't have a chin, I guess? Humans are the only known animals who also blush from embarrassment. What's a blush? It's where your cheeks turn kind of red.
Or pink.
Because you get embarrassed?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, I said something wrong, or I did something wrong. Okay. Uh-oh, human bodies. What's that smell? The nose can recognize 1 trillion different scents. Whoa, 1 trillion different scents? Who the heck had time to count that? I question whether Guy... You did? I question whether Guy Raz or Mindy fact-checked 1 trillion scents. There's no way they counted 1 trillion different scents. But anyway, here it goes. This guy smells farts and bacon. Why would anybody put farts and bacon together? Bacon farts? Ugh,
Mindy.
that sounds awful.
Mindy's gonna eat it.
Oh, terrible. Okay, when you cry, some of your tears drain through your nose and mix with the mucus, causing your nose to run. Does that happen to you when you cry, Apollo?
No.
Of course not, because you never cry. Okay.
I do.
Huh.
It doesn't happen.
Oh, well, we'll have to test it next time. See if you cry and see if you have mucus and nose running. Okay, are we there yet? How long is 1 moment? Is it time? Here I come. I'm not sure why they're making this baby say all those things, but let's see. Babies don't cry actual tears until they are about 1 month old. What? So a baby doesn't have tears until he's 1 month old? I did not know that. I wonder what they cry before 1 month old. All right, so there...
They cry blushes.
I don't know. Okay, here we go. Thumbs have their own pulse. Well, of course we knew that. That's why you don't take the pulse with your thumb. Because you might be counting your pulse, not the other person's pulse, right? If you measured it with your thumb. All right, humans exchange more germs by shaking hands than by kissing. Well, pucker up then, world. I'm gonna kiss everybody from now on. How about you, Apollo? You're gonna greet everybody by kissing from now on because there's less...
I'm never gonna kiss anybody or shake hands.
Oh, well, now you sound like Howie Mandel, who's a germaphobe. It's probably best to avoid that lifestyle as well. But I think I'll just start kissing everybody. That's my preference. Okay, so here goes. Human hair can be used to soak up oil spills. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. My aftercare told me that people in the olden days used to have to use their hair to paint.
Oh, well, you know what we should do then? And next time there's a big oil spill, we should just make all the oil executives swim out into the bay and use their hair to soak the oil up. What do you think?
Who?
Yeah, you and me. We'll just make all those Chevron and Exxon executives clean their own oil up with their own hair when they spill it in all the oceans and bays. Would that work? I think we have a solution.
What did you...
Oh, I'm just being political. Let's go on.
I don't know what you're saying.
I don't either. There is likely more bacteria in your mouth than there are people on Earth. Wait a minute. We were just told kissing has less bacteria than shaking hands. Now they're saying there's more bacteria in our mouth than people on Earth?
What's going on?
What is this? There's like 8 billion people on Earth. So this is saying if I kiss everybody I know, I'm going to get 8 billion bacteria per person?
And then that means shaking hands spreads less.
Well, that means shaking hands has like 16 billion or more. But look at this. I think they have the right idea. They're in hazmat suits. There's Guy Raz and Mindy going, "Don't come near me." Yeah. There was a cartoon Dad watched as a kid where there was an alien who was afraid of germs. Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. Let's read about it. It says, stress can cause you to produce more earwax than usual.
I have a lot of stress, so that's why I always have so much earwax.
You have stress? What are you stressed about? You're a kid. You're supposed to be relaxed and cruising through life.
You know, kids at school, they think they answer me questions, and then there's just wild stuff, and it's too loud, and I have to find a quieter spot, then kids start chasing me, then a bunch of stuff.
I see. So
I have to stop the game.
So you get stressed out by all the activity and noise at school?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, well, I don't know. Yeah, just find your quiet place then. All right, let's go on. We have 20, my new personal best. I don't know what she's counting. What is she counting? The average person toots between 10 and 20 times a day? Oh, that's what she's counting. She's counting her farts, Mindy. I hope they smell like roses, because if she's getting personal bests 20 a day, then, you know, I feel bad for Guy Raz. And Reggie, look, he's like, I'm out of here. Get away. That kid certainly doesn't like them. All right. Whew, you just let one out too, toot machine. All right. If you rub sliced garlic on the soles of your feet, you'll start to taste like what?
Garlic.
Garlic, yeah, of course. Within 30 to 60 minutes. I feel like if you're rubbing sliced garlic on your feet, it should probably be almost instantaneous, not like 30 to 60 minutes. But anyway, garlic plus feet equals blah, according to Guy Raz. That's very mathematical. It's actually not math at all. But your foot is likely as long as the distance between your wrist and the crook part of your elbow. So look, can you do this? Can you put your foot on your elbow and your wrist? Can you do that? Oh my gosh! Your foot is actually, your elbow's longer. That's not true. At least not with you. You're a mutant! I knew it. Okay.
Actually, I just did my best.
Yeah, you did fine. Okay.
I actually just match up my foot and that goes from my hand to my wrist.
Yeah? And
See?
yeah, I do. I see that. But this right here, your foot is actually not. Your arm is actually longer. Yeah, your forearm's longer. Well,
it's because it's a kid.
some of us have specialized mutations, better than others. All right, let's talk about gravity. Because of gravity, you don't understand the gravity of this situation, Apollo. Haha, just kidding. Using the word differently. Because of gravity, you can measure up to 0.8 inches taller when you wake up in the morning than when you go to bed at night. What? So you're taller in the morning than you are at night? That's definitely...
Because you glow at night.
Well, I think it's because all of the stress of gravity gets released off your spine. And your spine and all your joints getting to loosen up and relax and stretch out.
Speaking of glowing, I don't want to walk upstairs. I have growing pains.
You have growing pains? Okay, cool. We'll roll you upstairs instead. I don't know how we're going to roll you upstairs, but we'll figure it out. Maybe put you in a big inner tube and like roll you up. And if I let go, you'll accidentally just bounce down the stairs.
Okay.
You get the inner tube. I'll roll you up. Okay.
Okay, I'll go make an inner tube.
Here we go. It's a healthy heart. Ready? Healthy heart. With enough oxygen can beat on its own without being attached to the brain or to the body. What? The heart says, sup. What's cooler than that? With enough oxygen, I can beat on my own, bro. Yeah. What do you think of that, Apollo?
What?
This heart can beat on its own without being attached to a brain or body. That means it has like its own autonomous nerves attached to it that will allow it to beat. Whoa.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And then this bone goes, then what am I? The funny bone is not actually a bone at all. It's a nerve. Well, of course it's a nerve. There's no such thing as a funny bone. I've never heard a bone tell a joke in its life. Have you?
A funny bone is if you touch that bone, if you hit where your funny bone is, you'll giggle.
Yeah, because it sends a nerve impulse. I don't know. When I've hit my funny bone, I don't giggle. It doesn't make me laugh at all. That bone is just... He's probably...
It's because you learn how to hold your laugh.
Maybe I'm a tough crowd. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe I'm a tough crowd and that funny bone just doesn't know how to make me laugh, but makes me go like this. Ow! Funny bone. They've never told a good joke. I've got the best jokes, don't you think, Apollo?
No, you have annoying jokes.
I have annoying jokes?
Because when I'm serious, you joke.
Oh, okay.
Like, hey, you don't put
like
your
this?
socks in the laundry.
Oh, how about this joke? What do you call it, or what do you call a dinosaur that kicks you in the butt?
A kickosaurus.
No, a megasaurus. Just kidding. Okay, you don't have to retaliate. Okay, ready?
Hey,
In 2012, let's go on with this book. In 2012, the Mutter Museum in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, invited visitors to adopt a human skull for $200. Skull adoption event today. Adopt me. I don't know. Why would you want to adopt a skull? That doesn't even make sense.
Because when you die, your skull will have a friend.
I guess, but I don't think the inanimate object that will be my skull will care. Okay, let's go on. Humans glow in the dark. What? However, the light we give off is 1,000th time weaker than our eyes can see. Well, you know how you used to say you glow in the dark, Apollo? You're right, it turns out. You can glow in the dark.
And my eyes actually glow in the dark. I have blue eyes, so that means I glow in the dark.
Oh, okay. Well, at least this thing says you do, and I just can't see it. So, special fluff catching hairs will help your belly button trap lint. What? I don't want to trap lint in my belly button anymore. Let it go. Let it go. Okay. Ouch. Ancient Egyptians used salt, fresh meat, moldy bread, and onions as medicine. Yikes. That actually sounds pretty good, you know. I think we make penicillin out of like moldy cheese or moldy bread or something like that. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Definitely not fact-checked. But something like that. Those Egyptians, very clever.
No.
Didn't they invent algebra too? I don't know.
That sounds disgusting.
All right, well, here it goes. Brain food. That's our next topic. Are you ready for this topic?
Yeah.
Do you have a big enough brain to handle the food that's about to be put on our plate? Well, I hope so, because the first one is the world's largest gingerbread house covered an area of 2,520 square feet. That is 48 meters squared, and it contained a whopping 35.8 million gingerbread calories.
What are those two saying?
Well, she's probably saying, that's where I live. Because doesn't Mindy live in a gingerbread palace?
Yes.
But, no, in this she's really saying, Guy Raz is saying, now that's what I call a gingerbread mansion. And Mindy, of course, is saying, well, I'm sure it wasn't as delicious as mine. Oh, she is talking about her gingerbread mansion. 48 meters squared. Okay. And the most stolen food in the world is, guess what? I'll give you a hint.
Cheese.
Cheese.
I hate cheese. So actually, it's not the most. No.
Well, it is the most stolen. You just aren't the cheese thief. Clearly, we're gonna have to catch the cheese thief, whoever he happens to be, or she, or they. Talia. That evil cheese thief. Maybe we'll replace her cheese with a banana. But this banana says, I'm very happy about that, because he doesn't want to be stolen. And this strawberry says, botanically, bananas are berries. Strawberries are not. What? Is that weird or what? Get over yourself, banana. Hey, I got another joke for you.
Only berries on bunches.
I got another joke for you. Knock, knock. Banana. Knock, knock. Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Hey!
Hey, answer one more time.
Banana who?
Orange.
Orange who?
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana?
You did! You did!
Okay. Hey, whoa. You just ruined it. I'm going to have to edit that out of the clip, Apollo.
I think.
My goodness. Where? The language. It's like Guy Raz taught you that. Okay. Large groups of pistachios can spontaneously combust. Cashews grow on cashew apples. What? I don't believe any of this.
What?
Actually, this is kind of true. But the Earl of Sandwich. Did you know there's somebody by the name of Earl of Sandwich? Well, apparently he invented something. Do you want to venture to guess what he invented? His name is Earl of Sandwich. Guess what he invented, Paulo?
What?
Listen to his last name one more time.
What?
Earl of Sandwich. Guess what he invented?
A sandwich. A sandwich made of...
Yes, a sandwich. He invented the sandwich when he didn't want to leave his card game to eat. And in 1965, I'm not sure he's really the inventor of a sandwich, because I feel like putting stuff in between bread is kind of like a natural thing to do. But regardless, in 1965, a corned beef sandwich was smuggled into space. Yes, smuggled. Apparently some astronaut really loved their corned beef. Must have been an American. Okay, in 16th century England, live animals...
They were the first ones to go to the moon.
Well, because there's a stereotype that Americans love roast beef. And, yeah, I guess we were the first on the moon. Okay, in 16th century England, live animals were put into pies and sold as surprise pies. Do you think, is that, what? Surprise pies? Live animals were baked into pies? That would be a surprise. I hope that's made up. These are some morbid, like...
Oh, I hope that's real. I want an animal.
Yeah, but, I don't know. These are some morbid, wow in the world things that they put in this book. Okay, now spaghetti. A single spaghetti noodle is called a spaghetto in Italian. A spaghetto? Hey, do you want some spaghetti or spaghetto?
Spaghetto.
Yeah. Spaghetti, spaghetto.
Spaghetto.
I don't know.
I want a spaghetto.
Just a single noodle. All right, surf's up, eh? This is Hawaiian pizza, and it was actually invented in Canada, not Hawaii, which makes sense because it's actually always mixed with Canadian bacon. So I don't know why they just don't call it Canadian bacon and pineapple pizza instead of Hawaiian when clearly Hawaiians didn't invent it. But
maybe because Hawaiians stole that plan from Canada.
well, maybe. No, it said that the Hawaiians or Canadians invented this pizza. I have a feeling that it was a Canadian who really just wanted to get out of his crappy northern weather and go to Hawaii. But let's go on and say loud music can make your drink more and faster. It can make you drink more and faster. Does that make you drink more and faster? I don't think it makes you drink faster, but you know what loud music does do to you?
What?
It makes you run like a maniac. Makes you run around the house like a crazy man. Okay.
Yeah, and jump on the couch.
Yeah. If you made a trail of hot dogs eaten in America on the 4th of July, you'd have enough hot dogs to stretch from Washington, D.C. to Los Angeles 5 times. So Washington, D.C. is like way over here, and Los Angeles is like way over here. So if we took all the hot dogs eaten on 4th of July, it would do this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could go back and forth across the country 5 times with the number of hot dogs consumed on America's holiday.
Oh my God.
I know. That's disturbing.
Are you gonna try that?
I definitely will not eat enough hot dogs to go like 5 miles. There is a hot dog eating contest though, and young Asian guy has won, like, I think he's won like 6 years in a row or something. I don't know. Yeah, and he's only about your size. Stuffs his belly. Oh, I don't know. Maybe there's a new champion now. But stuffs his belly with hundreds of hot dogs, or 80 something. I don't know. We should look it up. We should probably fact check my fact checks. All right, ready? This tree, Australia's fruit salad trees, can grow 6 different types of fruit. One are on one tree. How do you think a tree grows 6 different types of fruit?
They put a bunch of seeds on the tree.
I mean, that's a good thought. But they did something called grafting, where they grafted different fruit trees into the root system of an existing tree, and they were able to graft different branches for different fruit.
What is grafting mean?
That means they took branches from other fruit trees and were able to get them to grow into that tree.
By making holes in that tree and
Yeah.
putting them in the hole?
Yeah, kind of like that. Okay, are you ready for this? Most wasabi, which is a very hot, it's like a hot, spicy, creamy spread thing. Most wasabi found in America is a combination of horseradish, hot mustard, and green dye. It's not actually wasabi. Yeah, I already knew that one. All right, here we go. Bubble gum, yum, is pink because it was the only color dye that the inventor had around at the time he experimented with it. Did you know that?
What?
Bubble gum is pink because it was the only color the inventor had around. So, and ever since then, nobody's been like, hey, we should make some blue gum. They just make red gum. Actually, I'd probably have seen blue gum. Check out Reggie's cruising with this lemon. Lemons float, but limes sink. That means they're more dense. So would you rather buy a lemon or a lime?
A lemon?
I think a lime, because you get more for your money. It's denser. Ha-ha! All right. Last page, and we'll call it a night, and we'll read part 3 another day. And this one says, raw horse meat flavored ice cream called Monkeys and Cream can be bought in Tokyo, Japan. That horse looks panicked. Who would think of putting a horse into ice cream?
Japan.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy. I don't know. They have some other strange things in Japan as well, but to each their own, as long as it makes you happy and doesn't hurt someone else. Well, in this case, it hurts the horse, but I don't know. On that note, we should say, nay, hooray, adios, another day.
Nay, hooray, adios, another day.